Hello, everyone. Welcome back to your daily tarot reading for today, Monday, May 18th, 2020. Let's get these cards shuffled up and let's see what the energy for today is all about. What our vibe's going to be, what we want to be looking out for, and some key words to keep in mind, as well as strategies to make your day go by more smoothly, more fun, and as always, much more effective. Especially being a Monday, this sets the tone for the week, so we can do a lot of different things today to make our week work out much better, much nicer, and much more smoothly. So let's get these cards cut down and see where we're at, shall we? Let's put our first pile down, and our second pile, and finally now, our last pile. There we go. And because today's Monday, I'm pretty much feeling this first pile right here. So let's see what we get for a card, shall we? And we have the Six of Swords. So let's talk a bit about the Six of Swords and how it relates to our day, specifically our Monday, and some of the key words that we can come up with for the Six of Swords as well. So when we look at the Six of Swords, we always get a few key words that pop up, right? So as we do that, some of the things that you want to keep in mind today are going to be moving towards calmer waters, moving away from some strife and some issues that have been going on, and moving towards something that's going to be serving your higher purpose and serving a higher vibe for you. Along with that key word, some other things that come up is, again, moving forward. It's all about stability. It's all about relieving stress. And it's all about moving ourselves into an area that we need to be in versus an area that we've been at. And it's important for us to remember that. And it's important for us to move forward with all of that. When we look at some of the other things to consider with the Six of Swords, one of the other things that pops up that I always want to remind people of is its relationship with the major arcana. So when we look at the Six of Swords, it relates to the six, which in the major arcana is the Lover's card. So it's all about making some balanced choices. It's all about balancing out that boat, and it's all about traveling through your emotions. However, you've been carrying the same thought patterns, which makes it swords, and this is a good time to change that pattern up, to offer a little bit more balance, to turn around and allow yourself, if you will, to change your perspective, which will change your position. This also can be a way of looking at where you are and where you want to be. You want to move forward, but you don't so much want to run away from something as much as you want to face what's troubling you and move forward beyond that. Once you learn how to face up to things, and once you learn how to face things coming towards you, a lot of the thought patterns will change, and a lot of the results will be very much different, and future choices will also be very much different. Another thing this card and this energy warns you about today is about being over analytical. Sometimes we analyze things to a fault. Me being a Virgo, I'm famous for that. You ask some of my friends and people that really know me, and I can be over analytical, and it really does drive me crazy sometimes. So I try as best I can to be mindful of that. And one thing I always ask myself now in a situation, first thing always is, hey, Brian, are you being over analytical? Are you over analyzing this? Is it really a simple solution, and are you just making it more complicated? That does serve me well, and that be something for you to consider. Another thing to consider is if there's a situation that you're in and you're thinking about leaving it, this is probably a good time to do it. It's no longer serving you. The situation itself can be downright detrimental towards you, and it may be a good time for you to move forward. Now, from a love and relationship standpoint, if you've been going through some rocky situations with friends or a significant other, things are actually going to start to stabilize now, and keep that communication open, because that will help stabilize the situation. And that can be relationships at work, as well as friends, as well as at home. So things to consider with that. along with that, as I said earlier, not overanalyzing, but certainly recognizing situations that no longer serve your higher good or your higher vibe and getting the heck away from them. Now, from a money and a career standpoint, again, it comes at a point where you need to take a bit of control over situations to move them into a more calming area. You may be tasked with a bunch of different things currently, and that's because you can handle it. And even though you feel a little rocky right now, and maybe even a little overwhelmed, understand it's all about you and your ability to balance. If you look at this boat, you see 3 swords in the back, 3 swords in the front, and this person right in the middle. It's about balancing things out. Once you learn how to balance things in your career, in your financial aspects of things, much smooth water is awaiting you. And it's not going to be as rocky, and you're going to feel much, much more independent as well as successful. So, I think this was a cool card for a Monday. I do hope you enjoyed this reading. I look forward to reading you all again tomorrow. And remember, keep this card in mind today, the 6 of Swords, as well as the 6 in Major Arcana, which is the Lovers, which is all about duality. It's all about reaching out and getting support from others. And it's all about, that's right, balance. Be safe, be well, and be blessed.